Okay, welcome to our milestone 2 for Group G. Our members are Alejandro Garcia, Mason Hewitt, Justin Folcomer, Evan Wright, and Carson Woosley. Our first idea is going to be a women's only fitness center, and this provides a new safe environment for women to come to and enjoy as they work towards various fitness goals. We know that men can create an intimidating environment for ladies who are not confident with their body or are scared by getting catcalled while trying to better their bodies through physical exercise. So we see this filling a gap in the marketplace.
Our next business idea is called Movie Rooms. Movie Rooms is a new social destination that redefines the current outdated movie theater business model. Customers would rent luxury movie rooms for specified lengths of time, offering them more privacy and flexibility, as well as every film currently being offered at their disposal. There will be a bar and restaurant at each location with seating available and delivery to the individual movie rooms, similar to the Topgolf and Drive Shack model. So diving deeper into the Movie Rooms business idea, some of the pros are that it solves a big problem. Consumers are very unhappy with the current movie theater model that is offered, and they want a change. It fills a gap in the marketplace because there are no current competitors. It adds a lot of value to every individual customer because it's an entirely new social destination, and it's much more COVID friendly, which means it has a timely entry to the market, and we think that that will bring long-lasting success. The biggest con is that some people are still satisfied with general movie theaters, so it would require some changes to their current habits.
For the women's only fitness center, it's going to fill a gap for certain towns that don't currently have one. It's solving the problem of women being intimidated in the fitness center. Some of the cons are that competition does exist, like companies like Curves, and some of the women are already satisfied with co-ed facilities.
Here are the issues. So for rental movie rooms, there's no competing companies. So we'd be in our own thing. We'd be in the emergence phase, creating a new business model. And once educated, the customers would love to have it because it's just a great way to spend a Friday or Saturday night with your friends or your family. The only problem with the movie rooms right now is that the theater industry has been declining. And we believe that since part of our business model fixes some of the reasons that it's been declining, it'll work out even better and come out stronger. As for the women's only fitness center, there are already some competing companies, and it's in the emergence phase in areas that doesn't have those competing companies. However, the margins are pretty low considering when you first start out, you don't have many members. However, that can grow exponentially. As for the movie room, here we have a very, with the movie rooms, it's very easy to find new customers because it all spreads through word of mouth. So just like one group goes, tells another group about it, just like Drive Shack, Topgolf, awesome, high growth potential. The only problem is that there's no way to really create a barrier to entry because it's an idea, you can't really patent that. As for the women's only fitness center, we already have our target market, so that's done, nice. However, there's also no way to create a barrier to entry because there's already some and you can't patent an idea again.
So for the founders related issues, the pros for both are pretty much the same, being that the likelihood that a team could be put together to launch and grow these new ventures is pretty likely, considering, people are passionate about, women's fitness, women are usually, and the same with rentable movie rooms. You have movie lovers and people who are more than likely going to be willing to back those ideas. For the cons of rentable movie rooms, it mostly has to do with the experience of the founders in this group. We have no experience in the industry. The skills related to the new venture are limited, and the extent to which our networking is in the industry is pretty much non-existent. And then as far as cons for the women's only fitness center, there are really none outstanding. We actually do have some experience within the group relating to that. So that is I guess a pro that there is none outstanding. Then looking at the financial issues for both rentable movie rooms and women's only fitness centers, they were practically identical. The one pro is that the number of revenue drivers for each is pretty high. the companies can make money doing multiple things, rentable movie rooms, whether it be through food, drink, the movies themselves, or just the size of the room maybe. And then women's fitness centers, you have, different programs, memberships, things like that. When it comes to the cons for each, they each have high initial capital investments. Their time to break even is fairly high, and the ability to fund the initial product through our own personal funds or resources is not high at this point in time. So in conclusion, we saw that the rentable movie rooms earned a score of +1 and the women's only fitness center a +3. This is fairly encouraging considering that a moderate potential is 0, even though they're only slightly higher. And this is somewhat expected with women's only fitness centers, as they're actually kind of, they somewhat exist already, whereas the rentable movie room is a brand new idea. But at the same time, rentable movie rooms have their own benefits that maybe women's only fitness centers don't have as a viable business. So in conclusion, despite it having a slightly lower score, we decided that we would like to move forward with the rentable movie rooms idea. It's just something we're more passionate about, and as a group, we feel we can relate to more, and it still has decent potential. So that is what we would like to move forward with.